Welcome back to the show where we have been whipping up a real treat from the top of the show all the way to the end. Just head over to our website if you want to find out how to make any of these dishes. Now, we love to end our cook-alongs on a sweet note. And if you're wondering what to do with those leftover hot cross buns and Easter eggs, then you might want to try Chef Linda's Clover Classic Cinnamon Hot Cross Buns with apple truffle. I see you holding your heart, Chef Linda, dancing along to that sound. This sounds delicious.
Yes, because this dessert, guys, it's like a love letter coming from my, you know, Ikrasham.
Talk about exposing yourself, but I'm here for it. This is all about love. Sometimes food is a labor of love.
It is. I like to tell people that food is another love language because there's all those other 5, but then food on its own is a love language. So to be lovely and loving to ourselves, Chef, everyone has cupboards full of hot cross buns. Says it's about stale, man. They're getting stale. How do we use them?
And you can go a long way with the hot cross bun. You can make even French toast.
Okay.
You can cut it in the pan with butter, crispy bacon, drizzle of maple syrup, some blueberries on top.
Ooh.
You go a long way. You can make even pancakes, just like shred them or
chop them up.
Put them in the blender, milk, and then give it a zig, zig, zig.
A little zippity.
And then in the pan, a little bit of oil of butter, and then that round egg ring. You can add that mixture from them and make pancakes or flapjacks.
The sky's the limit here in the kitchen, but today we're whipping up something special that comes from the incredible imagination that is your mind using leftovers. Mzansi, again, it's all about the leftovers today.
Yes, so now, Tumi, can you start slicing my hot cross bun, like thin slices, maybe you can cut 3, it's fine. And then you, my beautiful chef, break the leftovers Easter egg, chocolate Easter egg. So you just break it like this. You can just break it like that. Try to close it with your hand, like so that it
doesn't go everywhere.
Yes, yeah.
Oh wow, where have you been all my life? Said Rihanna once upon a time. Because whenever I try to crush, whether it's nuts or whatever, my entire kitchen ends up with crumbs all over the place, and I really, really don't like that. So I love the fact that I just have to cover it completely, crush it, and boom, there we go. But you know what, Chef Linda, I'm going to tell you something funny. There are going to be no chocolate Easter eggs left over in my household because we're going to eat them all. So if you're lucky enough to have some, this is what you do with them.
Yeah. So now, Tumi, can I have the apple?
Sure.
That was left from our Easter weekend. And then after slicing my hot cross bun, can you just shave it?
How many?
2 is fine.
2.
Yeah. So now my pan is hot. I'm adding my butter here. So what I'm actually doing here, I'm caramelizing the apples. So we want the brown, rich color. So there's a secret and there's a skill for that. So while my butter is melting here, can you pass my brown sugar?
Got you.
Thank you so much. So there's a reason why I'm using brown sugar. I don't use white sugar because it's a hot cross bun, caramel, apple, cinnamon that is going to be served with our Clover Classic custard. So we need that brown color. So brown sugar gives that brown dark color.
Yeah.
And the cinnamon as well. We have cinnamon. Yeah. Okay, can you just remove the skin and then slice them nicely?
Do you want to just pass me that small knife you've got there next to you? Do you want the skin gone?
Yeah, you can remove the skin or you can keep it, it's fine. I prefer to keep the skin.
Then let's do it that way.
Yeah. So while my butter is melting, I'm going to add my cinnamon here, just to give it color. Then give it a nice stir. Okay, let me raise.
How big do you want these chunks?
Even roughly chopped, it's fine.
Okay.
Then I increase my heat a little bit. Okay, beautiful. And then now I'm going to add my sugar. Like maybe 2 heaped tablespoons of brown sugar until the sugar is caramelized nicely. You don't want to have sugar that is not caramelized.
Beautiful.
This is beautiful. Okay, now I'm adding my apples here to the cinnamon and brown sugar mixture. I'm gonna give it a beautiful stir. So now, Balisa, what we're gonna do is you can use like your clear glass cups, small ones, or you can use a large bowl. Like, you know, on Christmas, emakaya masenza, that trifle. Yeah, or you can use the individuals. I prefer the individuals. They look classy and they're so presentable.
You see, that is so interesting that you say that you like the individual ones. And I get it. You know, if you're having a dinner party or you're entertaining friends, you want everyone to have their own portion.
Yes.
But I kind of
love...
love...
And we have COVID in our day, so people must not share.
Absolutely. I also do really enjoy family-style eating and family-style dining. lining. So if you are some of those who love those big round glass bowls where everyone just dives in and has more and more and more, then you can do that too.
Yes, so I'm not going to wait for this because the apples will take long to cook.
Okay.
So
My chocolates
this
are done.
is, I did this one earlier. You see the color, it's beautiful. Oh, the aroma is so amazing. Yeah. It's beautiful apples. You can also even use pear or apricot fruit that you like. Okay, Tumi, can you start doing it? Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm going to switch this off now. Okay, now I'm going to start doing my layers. Can you give us our cream and our Clover Classic custard?
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
Again, using those leftovers, going back into the fridge. That's what it's all about, going back into the fridge and enjoying all those goodies that are there.
Yes.
It's like a treasure hunt almost.
Do you know, Vanessa?
Yes.
And the thing about it is, if, like, I keep going back to me, right? Because this is how it happens. I whisk it up, I look all fancy, do those nice dishes, and then you've got whipped cream sitting there in the fridge. You've got a half a bottle of custard sitting there in the fridge. You've used up whatever you needed at the time, but now, how am I going to reutilize?
Yeah.
Can you understand that everything here is a leftover? The eggs, the hot cross bun, the custard, the cream. All of it is leftovers. Reduce.
Yes. Okay, so
recycle.
now...
Do me.
Okay, so here we've already started with the bottom part, which is our hot cross bun that was left from our long Easter weekend.
Yep.
So we're doing layers. So if you can try to make them visible so that each and every ingredient appears through the glass and make it more presentable. So now this is the hot cross bun. Okay, I'm gonna add my cinnamon apple mixture. Gonna put it here.
Wow.
Yes.
Looks so
You can
good.
actually even serve this with vanilla ice cream. Have your scoop of ice cream and then put this on top. With melt this with cream and chocolate sauce, drizzle it on top.
That sounds so good.
Amazing.
I mean, at this stage, if you're someone like me who tries to cut out the carbs, we're definitely coming through with the decadence at the end there. So I love the fact here that you can play with it. You can mix up. You don't always have to have it as traditionally as what we're making. Make it your own.
Yes. So now I'm just gonna quickly finish the next one, and then the next step is our whipped cream.
Okay.
To add, because now you can see it's dark color, so you need the color combination to be exotic and very vibrant. So now, yes, apples added, and then now I'm gonna add my cream, my whipped cream. Just
To me,
put
this
it
whipped
like
cream
this.
of yours looks amazing, girlfriend.
Yes.
I can see that you might not have been with your family, but you've been working out in the kitchen. Those arms, girl, the guns.
And girl, I did that, and I also did that trick where you put it over your head. If it does drip a bit, then you're not there yet. It has to hold its form over your head 3 seconds, and then it's whipped enough. Don't over whip it, because then you'll have butter. We're not trying to go there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now I'm gonna open my Clover Classic vanilla custard and then add it. So we have brown, we have white, we have yellow. You can also add at the end garnish with mint, fresh mint to give it like that green. You can also use the blueberries.
I heard you calling.
Make it blueberry coulis. Blueberry coulis. A coulis is simply fruits that are caramelized with sugar until it's syrupy and thick. So now my Clover Classic, you add it like this.
Now, I'm loving the fact that you're adding something that truly is classic to every South African household, which is that Clover Classic custard. I mean, myself, it just reminds me of growing up during Easter, cutting that box all the way open, and honey, I'll just sit there with a spoon and just until I end up licking the cardboard box, because it's just that delicious. It's just that creamy, and it's almost good for any dessert. And here we see it's coming through in our delicious trifle and chocolate apple mix.
Cinnamon. Yes. So now I'm just gonna give it just a little dollop of whipped cream, just to garnish.
And whilst you're
on
doing
top.
that, Mzansi, please listen up closely. That certainly is a treat. Now, what else sweet is it that you still have in time to enter the Clover Classic Custard Competition? Now, there are 10 golden bunnies valued at 50,000 Rand each up for grabs when you buy a Clover Classic Custard promo pack. And we know how 50,000 Rand can come in handy. Trust me, I would love some.
That 5,000, I want you to.
Well, then listen up, Chef Linda, because T's and C's do apply and can be found on clover.co.za. And if you don't want to miss out, rather, on Chef Linda's incredible recipe, then please do head over to afternoonexpress.co.za. Find one of 10 Clover Classic Custard Golden Bunnies and win 50,000 Rand, plus a free Clover Classic Easter Hunt kit. Collect all 5 and join the Clover Classic Custard Easter Hunt.
Made with love by Clover.